Welcome to Baugan Inglés 4.0, the radio show with Kyle Miller. Following class by class, step by step, the material of Baugan Inglés 4.0 on Aprende Inglés TV. Class 110. Let's go! Beginner. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to class number 110. We'll begin the class today with a review of yesterday's class. In yesterday's class, we were talking about to be born. We saw to be born. To be born. So, nacer, el verbo nacer, we say to be born. It comes from the verb, it's the participle of the verb to bear, que es parir. So, but we always say to be born. I was born in Canada. I wasn't born in Spain. And yesterday, I told you that I was born in Nova Scotia. I was born in Nova Scotia. I wasn't born in Toronto. Now, Nova Scotia is a province on the east coast of Canada. It's in the east of Canada. It's on the east coast of Canada. I wasn't born on the west coast. I was born on the east coast. I wasn't born in Newfoundland. I wasn't born in New Brunswick, which are also provinces in eastern Canada, Atlantic Canada, north of Boston and north of New York, north of Maine. I wasn't born in those provinces. I was born in Nova Scotia. The capital city is Halifax, but I wasn't born in Halifax. I was born in a small town. There are many small towns. I wasn't born in Bridgewater. I wasn't born in New Waterford. My mother was born in New Waterford, a small town called New Waterford. New Waterford is in the north of my province. It's in the north of Nova Scotia. It's on the island called Cape Breton Island, which is a small island in the province of Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada. My mother was born on Cape Breton Island. She was born in New Waterford. I wasn't born in New Waterford. I was born in a small town called Digby. Digby is in the valley. It's not on the mountain. It's in the valley. I was born in the valley. I wasn't born on the mountain. I was born in a small town. I wasn't born in a big city. I was born in Digby. I wasn't born in Halifax. I was born in Nova Scotia. I wasn't born in Ontario. I was born in Canada. I wasn't born in Spain. I was born in the Digby General Hospital. Digby General Hospital. I wasn't born on the first floor. I was born on the third floor. I wasn't born in room 301. I was born in room 305. Yeah. I wasn't born in May. In May. Were you born in May? No? Were you born in November? No? Were you born in August? No? Well, I was born in June. I wasn't born in September. I wasn't born in February. I was born in June. I wasn't born on the 15th of June. I wasn't born on the 20th. I was born after the 20th of June, but I was born before the 25th of June. I was born on the 23rd of June. I wasn't born at night. No, I wasn't born in the afternoon either, tampoco. I wasn't born in the afternoon either. I was born in the morning. I was born in the morning I wasn't born in the afternoon. I wasn't born in the night. I was born in the morning. I was born in the morning. I was born in June 23rd. So, excuse me, on June 23rd. I was born in June. I was born in Digby. I wasn't born in Toronto. I wasn't born in Montreal. I wasn't born in Hong Kong or London or New York City. No, I was born in a small town in Canada. My brother was born in the same in the same hospital. I was born in the same hospital as my brother. We were born in the same hospital. My parents weren't born there. My father was born in Ottawa. My mother was born in New Waterford. My father was born in Ontario. My mother was born in Nova Scotia. So there you see, to be born. I never said I borned. Eso no existe. No se puede decir eso. I borned. No. I was born. I was born. Okay. Where were you born? In Spain? Okay. To be married. To be married to. So we can get married. To get married. And after we get married, we are married. And we are married to, we can say our spouse. Now, your spouse is your husband or your wife. Married to. My mother's name is Gloria. My father's name is Doug. So Doug is married to Gloria. Gloria is married to Doug. My aunt is Sheila. My uncle is Derek. Derek is married to Sheila. Sheila is married to Derek. Right? Okay. To be married to. No se dice married with. No. Married to. Now, it's interesting. This is some additional information. We can say when we are getting married, on the day of the wedding, we have a bride, que es la novia, and a groom, novio, bride and groom. Okay, we have girlfriend. So when you begin a relationship, you have boyfriend and girlfriend. Then, one day, you say, let's get married. Let's get married, Jane. Okay, Kyle, great idea. Okay, so we decide to get married. When we decide to get married, we become engaged. Engaged. Yes, it means we have decided to get married. So we are engaged. And we say, when I am engaged to get married, the woman is my fiancé, and I am her fiancé. Okay? So we don't specify gender. We say fiancé. Then on the day of the wedding, we're at the church, we're getting married, and we have the bride and groom. The bride, la novia, ese día. On the day of the wedding, the bride and the groom is the man who's getting married. And then after, we are husband and wife. Husband and wife. And the minister or the priest will say, you are now husband and wife. Right? Okay. So, to get married, the process, and then to be married to. A man is married to his wife. The wife is married to her husband. Okay? Very good. Now we can move on and take a look at our word of the day. Word of the day. All right. Our word of the day today is tema. In English we say subject. 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 Not subject. Yect. No. Subject. Subject. Say that with me. Subject. Subject. Mathematics was not my favorite subject in school. Physics wasn't my favorite subject. No. Well, I enjoyed physics, actually. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than chemistry, right? Chemistry. Yeah, but I don't know. My favorites, what was my favorite subject? I don't know what my favorite subject was. What was your favorite subject in school? Subjects. Or let's change this subject. Should we change the subject? Subject. Okay, well, let's change the subject and move on to class number 110. And now we're continuing with this idea of to be born a little bit more. But now I'm going to ask you some questions, practicing was and were. So, how old was your mother when you were born? How old was your mother when you were born? Imagine she was 30. You can say, Kyle, my mother was 30 years old when I was born. My mother was 30 years old when I was born. Yeah. She was 30 when I was born. Mm-hmm. Ask me how old my mother was when I was born. Kyle, how old was your mother when you were born? How old was your mother when you were born? Very good. My mother was 31 years old when I was born. Ask me how old my brother was when I was born. Kyle, how old was your brother when you were born? My brother was 2 years old when I was born. He was almost 2 years old. Ask me how old my father was when my brother was born. Kyle, how old was your father when your brother was born? Okay. Repeat that. Ask me that at home. Yes, you, Javier, at home. Ask me in voz alta. Kyle, how old was your father when your brother was born? Was, right? Third person. My father and my brother. Third person singular. So was. My father was 30 when my brother was born. Yes. My father was 30. And my brother was 2 when I was born. My mother was 7 when my aunt was born. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my aunt was 23 when I was born. My aunt was 21 when my brother was born, right? Right. No problem. Okay, good. Was and were. Okay, let's move on now and take a look at our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. That's right, our 5 words of vocabulary. Depender de. To depend on. To depend on. Yes, depend on. Mm-hmm. A lot of people depend on their parents until they move out, right? Mm-hmm. To depend on. Llenar. To fill. Fill. After this class, before the intermediate class, I'm going to fill my glass of water. Yesterday, I filled it. To fill. Every day I fill. Yesterday I filled. Lately I have filled. Fill, filled, filled. Ofrecer, the verb to offer. To offer. Preferir. This is to prefer. Prefer. Trabajar. Ooh, this is the verb. Yes, of course, to work. You have to work hard if you want to learn English. To work. All right. Good. Our 5 words of the day. Now we can move on to our translation list. Translation. Ah, yes, you heard the sound. That means it's time for our translation list. Today we will look at translation list number 33. Are you ready? Number 1. Hay un perro en esta casa. There's a dog in this house. There's a dog in this house. Number 2. Hay varias ideas interesantes. There are several interesting ideas. There are several interesting ideas. Number 3. Hay un bolígrafo en tu mesa. Mesa de trabajo. There's a pen on your desk. There's a pen on your desk. Number 4. Hay mucha gente en la tienda. There are a lot of people in the shop. A lot of people. There are a lot of people in the shop. Number 5. Hay mucha gente fuera. Are there many people outside? Are there many people outside? Number 6. No hay muchos alumnos en esta clase. There aren't many students in this class. Number 7. Hay agua en el suelo. There's some water on the floor. There's some water on the floor. Number 8. Hay gente en aquel restaurante. There are some people in that restaurant. Restaurant. There are some people in that restaurant. All right. Good. We have 4 more sentences, but we're out of time. We have no time left. So tomorrow we will review all these sentences and the 4 that remain and look at a lot more. So I hope you will join me. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes with the intermediate class. See you soon. Bye-bye.